Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So a company called BAGSMART reached out to me recently and asked if I would like to review one of the products. So I agreed to review this. So this is the newly released, let me get this right, Blast Pro 40 litre travel backpack. And they gave me this a few weeks ago and I've been using it for the last few weeks, just on a couple of trips away. And I'm now ready to tell you what I think of it. So I'm going to go through the main elements of the bag and show you what it's got, and then I'm going to pack for a 5-day trip. Now, when I used this pack on a little trip away, it was just for a couple of nights. So I was wanting to see what the capacity of the pack was, and if it's suitable to use for that length of trip. So after we've had a look at all the elements, I'm going to lay out all my stuff that I would use for a 5-day trip, and we're going to pack. What I've also done is I bought myself some also BAGSMART packing cubes. So I'm going to pack all my stuff in the packing cubes and then put it in here, and let's see where we go with this. So we'll start going through all the elements of the bag right now. Okay, so before we get on to anything else, I'm going to look at the laptop pocket. Now, the laptop pocket is velvet lined and it's got some bump strips all the way around, which means it's kind of suspended off the floor. So if you were to drop it, the edge of your laptop isn't going to hit the ground. It's going to be protected. So it's got 3 pockets, one of them zipped for putting cables and stuff in, and it seems like a really secure space for a laptop, and it's tucked away nicely in the back of the pack, which is good. Okay, so getting into the main compartment of the bag, it's a bit of a TARDIS and there's quite a few elements to it. So we have a waterproof compartment here, which will fit all your toiletries in, and then another mesh compartment, which I'm going to use to put cables in. And then we get into the main part of the bag. Now, this is where most of your stuff goes, and we have a couple of compression straps to strap all your stuff down when you're on the move. And the most interesting part of it, I think, we have in here a dedicated shoe compartment. So this is for if you get your shoes wet or dirty and you don't want to put them in the main part of your bag. So you have a zippered pocket on the outside, and then on the inside is another zippered pocket. And that is where your shoe bag is. So you can put your shoes in from the outside if they're wet or dirty, and they'll go into your main compartment, but they're not going to get anything wet or dirty, which is a really clever design. Okay, so moving on to the next compartment, which is the one at the very front. At the front, we've got a mesh pocket for stuff that you might need to get in a hurry. I usually put my GoPro and selfie stick in there when I'm carrying it about. And then in here we have another pocket with some further little compartments in, which can be used for your passport or notepads or something like that. And also we've got something that you can put your keys on, because I don't know about you, but when I go away, I kind of think, where are my keys? And when they're on that, they're always in the same place. Okay, so moving to the back of the pack. So as you can see, we have 2 adjustable shoulder straps, which have a nice amount of padding on them. And we also have a waist strap. Now, I think it's definitely worth saying that this is not a pack that you go hiking in. This is a pack that you take away for the weekend. And I would never use this for hiking. There are more specialised rucksacks that you can use for that. But I guess the waist strap would be handy if you're just commuting about and you don't want the pack to move about so much. But it is nicely padded, and for the weight you're going to be carrying in this, which I guess is kind of up to 10 kgs, these straps are perfectly adequate for doing that. And when I've used them, they've been really comfortable. Okay, so just another couple of things before we move on to the pack and test. So as I've just said, you can use the shoulder straps for carrying this pack. There are also handles. There's one on the top. I've also got one on the bottom, or if you prefer, you can carry it like a little hold all. like that. So that's kind of where we're at feature-wise. It's a little TARDIS once you get into it. There's so many little compartments and places, dedicated places to put stuff, which is really good. But now we come on to the real test. I'm going to lay out all my stuff that I'm going to use for a 5-day trip, and we're going to see if it all goes in here. So stand by for all the stuff being laid out. As I said before, I am going to put everything in packing cubes, which I purchased myself from BAGSMART. Now, I found this does make packing a lot easier for me, but let's have a go and see what it looks like. Okay, so I've got everything laid out that I think I'm going to need for a 5-day trip. I'm going to get it into some packing cubes and then see if everything will fit in the bag. So time lapse incoming right now. Okay, so that's us all packed up. I think I've pretty much taken it to its limit with the 5-day trip. It's properly full, and I don't think I can get much more in it. But it kind of just goes to prove that you can really pack this out with a lot of stuff, and it can handle it. I've just weighed it. It's just under 10 kilograms, and it's still comfortable to wear with the straps. So, what do I think of it overall? Well, I think it's a great little looking bit of luggage. It's obviously well made. The zips work fantastic. It's got so many little compartments for different stuff that I really don't think you could go wrong for the price. You know, it kind of converts to around £80, and looking at it, it looks like it'll last a long time. So I'm quite happy to recommend this, even though it was given to me. I'm under no obligation to say anything nice about it if I don't want to, but I'm genuinely happy with it. So hopefully this has helped you if you're thinking about purchasing this. There will be a 10% discount code somewhere down here in a minute that you can use if you'd like to buy one and get a little bit of money off. I don't get anything for it, but if it gets you some money off, that's fantastic. So thanks very much for watching, and hopefully see you on the next one, wherever that is. Cheers, bye.